Attention military veterans and military personnel. This is Tracy from Lakewood College, and I am excited to announce the new partnership between ETA Associates and Jamal King's Make Real Estate Real. Give me a call so I can see if you qualify to receive the Make Real Estate Real with no out-of-pocket expense to you. I can be reached at 1-800-517-0857. My extension is 700. You may also visit us at www.money4vets.com. Again, that is money, the number 4, vets.com. You may also schedule an appointment with me through my text-only number at area code 216-678-9933. I look forward to speaking with you all.
By becoming, you connect with people who become, and I'm telling you, you go further than you even want to go because you're hanging with people who are going to take you further.
This episode is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the adopted the dark Bayesian sensation with the Detroit Pistons.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, look, let me just say this
Bad
real
boys.
quick. Let me say it real quick. I just wore this shirt for conversation purposes.
I love
I'm
it.
still a diehard Laker fan.
I love it.
But I know this was going to get
Laker
Maul
fan.
and C going.
I love
I
it.
knew this was going to get them going.
We
so I
also
just put
got
it on.
Dr. King, Chicago's finest in the building.
Let's
I
go.
rep Chicago, baby.
finest.
Chicago, let's go.
And we got the slim and trim.
Hey.
I dogged him last week. Looked like he ain't ate since he saw the one pack over there looking
The one pack.
spelt.
Oh, the one pack, boy. I had to
Looking
lose
spelt.
all of it in 1 week with the one pack, boy. Keon was like, E.T., they got you, E. They got you, E. But I still love you, though. I said, hey, CJ needs some content, baby. I got to give him
Oh,
something.
bro, I promise you. And people was hitting me up like crazy, like, wow, E came a long way. I said, no, he said it was just a shirt. You know what I'm saying? He said it was just a shirt. And as you guys know, as you see, he can't even wait. He just like a caged lion
Let's
ready
go.
to get in. All the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Give it up for Carlos Quinney III.
Hey.
go.
What up, Trey?
What up, Trey?
Let me get the mic ready. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hey guys, welcome to Trey's Comedy Corner.
What's up, Trey? Comedy?
What's up,
What's
man?
up?
What's up? Bring that fire.
What do you call a fake noodle?
A fake noodle?
Fake noodle.
An imposter.
Spaghetti. Imposter. Imposter.
Close the door.
No doubt, Trey. No
Love
doubt, Trey.
What do you call it?
Hey, see, tell Pops, Trey taking over, dog.
Oh,
No,
trust
that's
me.
a
Who you
fact.
think he
Tell
getting it from?
Pop.
Who
Oh,
you think
man.
he getting it from? You know what I'm saying? That's in his bloodline for real. Y'all,
Oh, for
for
real.
those of y'all that don't know, my pop's gonna hit you with a joke every time he see you. Couple of
I'm
them.
talking about non-stop.
Hey, bro, in
Pops
this
got you
quarantine, my
rolling.
man been sending me all kind of Facebook jokes and just, he keeping my spirits up, man.
Oh, I love it, bro. My pop's on Facebook. People be hitting me up like, "Hey, I sent you a message on Facebook." I'm like, "No, you didn't."
You didn't. I ain't on Facebook.
Pops ain't say nothing about it either, so I guess it wasn't that deep. Man, all right, what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? We quarantine day 809,400 million
Good.
and 27.
Georgia open. Hey, Georgia open. I feel good. Y'all open. We're going to get the test.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get the test Georgia.
Hey, Georgia open, the Quinny's closed. You know what I'm saying? The Quinny's still on quarantine. Don't believe the hype, bro. We still in the house. So we're going to let everybody else go out there and test them waters, and then we'll see.
I showed CJ a pic, though, mall of my neighborhood. They all, bro.
We open.
Yeah.
Bro,
they open, huh?
I saw Erica and my next door neighbor. I asked them, I said, we off quarantine?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's about 100 kids outside.
We open.
I'm talking about hugging and no 6 feet. I just showed CJ. I FaceTime CJ like, we open out here, baby.
We open. Yeah, we open. Georgia ain't the only one open.
You see, unofficially, Chicago, you see they having house parties.
They house parties.
I'm talking about 400
quarantine
people
party.
in the house.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm
man.
like, come on.
It looked like that house was only like 2,500 square feet. And they had about... Unbelievable, bro.
No.
Hey, the sun came out in Michigan, so you know how that is for us, bro. Quarantine or not, bro. I promise.
Hey, I'm gonna be real though. Like, do you ever wake up and just be like, is this real? Like, I still can't leave the house. Like, I'm still like, again, and I'm not tripping. I got a great quarantine situation. You know, me and my wife on one accord. You know, my folks here, it's great, and my kids doing good. Like, I'm not tripping. I'm just saying, like, I still wake up and I'm like, every once in a while, I'm like, man, I could really use some Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, this is real. Like, I really can't.
You know what's crazy though?
Nowhere.
See, I've not eaten out for so long that I don't even I don't even have a taste for it, bro.
He get buff for one podcast, now he turning to
James being real.
I'm going to turn into
The only thing I had a taste for was Chipotle, and y'all sent me that thing with Chipotle, how they, how nasty it is. And I was like, bro, I'm through.
Chipotle,
like, I'm not.
Don't shoot the messenger. I just read it on CNN that y'all had
I
a
was
terrible
like,
health score.
I actually, CJ was on this a long time ago. He ain't talked about it in a while, but he talked about this dude that he used to know, this grandfather, years ago. He swore by never going out to eat. We used to talk about that all the time.
Never.
He swore about never. He was like, that's how he got that old.
Bruh.
He never went out to eat.
Listen to what I say, never.
You talking about Chipotle or nowhere?
Nowhere.
No, this dude never went out to eat nowhere.
Bro, we'd have family functions, go out. My man wouldn't eat a piece of bread out the house.
Wow.
Facts. I'm talking about like you go to a nice restaurant, whatever. He'd be like, no, I'm good. Just water the whole time. Yeah. And he wasn't even that's why I told Maul, I mean, he wasn't like a health fanatic at the crib. He was smashing out. He was just like, everything that I eat, I'm going to make myself. I'm going to see what go in it. So he would just not eat at nobody else's crib, wouldn't eat out at a restaurant, nothing. He probably hit late 80s, 90s before he passed. So, yeah, real OG. Yeah, so no, he wasn't playing.
So I remembered that when we've been on this, because I wasn't never really on that like that.
Right.
But we just been eating at the crib since then, and I really got on what CJ said years ago. I was like, yo, E, you might want to, you know what I'm saying, like, not be no fanatic, but now I'm seeing I can do it. Like, it ain't that hard. I'm like, you might want to go back because.
So what else you doing? You doing something else, because you over there looking like you did a couple push-ups.
I'm talking about, he looking
maybe a sit-up or something.
No, you know what's so funny though, Maul? You don't have to do push-ups. When you run 5-6 miles a day, like your arms is actually moving. So you doing this part while you doing that part. You doing it all. So that's why I like running. And you know cardio, see? Cardio gonna trim you in a way that muscles don't. So you do cardio first, get it all off. Then you do muscles to kind of, put it back.
I'm talking
Muscle
about,
take a lot longer. Yeah.
He got that skinny face thing going on. With the face, where the cheeks sink in.
Come on. When C put you out there like he did last week, you can't even eat. You can't even eat, Mom.
Hey, for everybody,
you can't even eat, Mom.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. For everybody listening, look, ever since C came out with that podcast last week and that picture, every single morning, I'm talking about first thing when I wake up, I get a text message from E And that bad fella, he used to say 2 to 3 miles. Now that bad fella say 5 to 6, 6 to 7. I mean,
5, 6 miles a day.
Y'all seen an old hip hop preacher come back, dog.
Listen,
I'm
dog.
just saying, the one pack, I just
The one pack,
it's
one
people.
goal.
Hey, what's so crazy though about a podcast, y'all? This is why I laugh when it comes to like entertainment. It's so funny. People will look at that and think I'm that weight right now.
Oh,
even
right
though they see me on the podcast, they still looking at that like, look at E. I'm like, unbelievable.
Yeah,
bro.
no, hey, wait, well, all that, hey, you know what? Again, man, if I care about you, if I love you, I'm gonna push you, and I want you to do the same to me because, like I said, we don't respond when nobody say nothing. You could just be, you know what I'm saying, looking any kind of way, and it's like, whoa, okay, you know what I'm saying? So just hold my people accountable. All right, we got important business to get to. Carl, just put it up. Let's not even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go.
Here it comes.
I just want to show y'all something.
We don't even know
they must have already been planning for this.
The last dance.
Right to it.
Oh, my God.
Look at it.
What's that?
There we go. Michael Jordan's most career losses to opponents. I want you to take a look at that list, E. If you probably can't see it, E.
I can't see it. Tell me who it is.
Let's just go. I'll go top 7 for you. Michael Jordan's most career losses to opponent. Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas, Vinnie Johnson, Joe Dumars, Dennis Rodman, John Sally, Rick Mahorn.
Wow.
Maul. Speak up, Maul. Speak up.
Which one? Wait, hold on. You just named his top 6 opponents, right?
Just the most career losses.
Yeah, but you named 6 of them. Ironically, E, Mike got 6 rings. So for every single loss that you just named, he got a ring to go along with it.
Okay, James Edwards.
Now, do you really want to go here?
James Edwards is also on the list.
Hey, E, this is all that matters. See the thing about it, E? CJ had to show us a list of people that nobody ever saw. History will never remember these people. But what history will remember is them 6 rings.
History
don't remember the bad boys?
And the people that he just named on that list don't even have enough rings to fill up one hand. So come on, man. We on history right now. We on legacy, man. We on the Bulls. Let's go.
So what you about to say about the bad boys?
I will say this. Let me say this.
this.
I will say this. With that little demonstration you just did with Carl pulling up the screen and all of that, you get like a C- for effort. You get a C for effort.
So let me ask you this. If me and Maul get into a fight, and I beat Maul down 3 out of 4 times, and then he go beat E, Carl, Josh, Trey, you still don't get to talk to me. You can talk
the
to
timeout.
them.
That was nice.
I beat your butt.
But you remember on the show, right?
You don't get to talk to us.
In order for me to beat E and Carl, I had to get through you first. Matter of fact, I didn't just get through you, I swept you. Where the broom at?
Okay.
I gotta get a broom. I swept
Again,
you.
though.
I swept you.
Okay.
So come on, bro. And then you don't even want to shake my hand?
For the other 29,
You don't even want to shake my hand, dog?
For the other 29 teams in the league, you get to say what you want. But if we beat you down and you only got us once out of 4 times, you don't get to talk it to us. You could talk it to them. You could talk to Karl Malone. You could talk to Charles Barkley. You could talk to Clyde Drexler. You could talk to Larry Bird. You could talk to Magic.
We had
you can't
to
say
beat you
nothing
to
to
get to
Isaiah
them.
when he beat your butt 3 out of 4 times.
We had
dog.
to beat you. All right, so that's like saying
And
Serena
got
Williams
you
can't say
murdered
nothing
on
to
the
Venus
all-time
Williams.
win list.
Hey, E, did you hear that? That's like saying Serena can't say nothing to Venus.
Venus, yeah.
Bruh, come on, man. The little brother is in charge.
Wait, Serena beat Venus more than Venus beat Serena.
You said Serena beat Venus. Yeah, but in the beginning, Venus was beating on Serena. And the Bulls have beaten over the last 20. That's my point.
Record, no, that's not a good point. The overall head-to-head record, Serena's still above Venus.
And overall record, the Bulls are over the Pistons.
No, Bulls against Pistons. One-on-one.
not
Come on,
head-to-head.
Carl. Come on, jump in, Carl.
Say that again?
Not
Say that
head to
again?
head.
Over the last 20 years? Over the last 20
I'm
years?
saying you're looking at the career. He's saying head to head, like Venus, Serena head to head. If you do Bulls, Pistons, it ain't the same comparison.
Carl, dog, go get an espresso, bro. Go get a. I got this.
Hey, Carl, I gotta ask you a question, though, Carl.
Bad boys
I ask
are
you a
back.
question. So, Carl, when you put up an image,
Yep.
I don't see the 4 of y'all no more. I gotta scroll. How do I do that where the image come up but I don't have to scroll to see y'all again?
On the phone, I don't think you can.
No, you can.
Oh, I can't on the phone.
Wait, I don't think you can on the phone.
It's all good. All right.
It's not one of the
I just have to keep stopping and pull it over. But I was trying to figure if there's a way for me not to do that. All right, we good.
E, we'd like to hear your input. Let's say you go to the schoolyard and the kid beat you down 3 out of 4 times. Hey, I'm talking about my man murder you. You get him once, but he gets you 3 times. Do you get to go run and talk junk about him ever again in your life?
Well, here's the challenge, though. The challenge is we did beat them 3 out of 4, but the Pistons never went back to the championship for us to keep playing them. Like they never.
Isaiah Thomas was 137 years old when they lost.
But I'm still saying it is what it is.
Come on,
It is what it is. I'm saying it is what it is. They didn't get to compete against them no more after that one.
I will say this though.
Right there. I will say this though.
I'll go for it.
It was a hard beat because Zeke didn't want to shake nobody's hand. That was a hard beat down when they finally got beat down.
I have no problem with that.
Me, to be honest, me either. Y'all know I'm the kumbaya dude. I'm like,
but here's the deal. But I got you. But Mike shook his hand twice though.
Yep.
Mike shook his hand twice when they lost. Mike shook their hand.
So, did you hear what the Celtics did? It was all, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But do you think it was okay to leave the court though?
Hey,
Mike showed love.
No, I don't think it was okay to leave. Don't try to use our conversations off the podcast to bring them back.
Hey, you're using our conversation already.
You don't want to go there with me, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That little demonstration you did with Carl. Hey, Carl, pull up the screen. Like, no, you did that yesterday, bro.
Feel free
so let's go.
No, I just sent it to him right as we were starting the podcast. Feel free to enter anything in the evidence. Feel free to enter anything you got in the evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
I'm just saying, I felt that was wrong.
Maul. Just send it to me. I'll put up whatever y'all send me. I'm objective here.
I'm just saying, I think that was wrong, though. Mike shook your hand when he lost. You should have shook Mike's hand when you lost. You would never do that, CJ.
No.
You would never do that.
But listen, few things, though. I want y'all to do your homework for real.
Exhibit number 1. First off, this is a text from C the other day. So this is the whole list. So I was already on that. And then my rebuttal, let me show you my rebuttal. Carl, I'm gonna send it to you so they can see it.
Send it to Carl so you can put it up.
Don't worry about the rebuttal.
Yeah.
Here go.
I want everything up like the one pack went up.
Let's talk
Carl, put it up, Carl.
Let's talk facts now.
Carl, we talking facts.
Okay, so let me say this. When the Pistons walked off the court, they showed some of the players walk off the court, but Dumars and them still stayed around and shook hands. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Then if we also go to the fact, listen, I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole because we'll be here all day. If we go to the fact that the Bulls was not only crying like little babies the entire time, I sent Maul a quote from Jordan that said, yeah, we complained to the refs a whole lot, but that's not basketball. They was doing a whole bunch of crying, writing articles in the paper talking about the Pistons. They need to go because they not good for basketball. So he was like, oh, y'all crying like that, bro? Ain't nobody finna shake y'all hand. We out of here, bro. Y'all soft.
But now let me show you something.
Snitch.
CJ's favorite player, his favorite player in the whole wide world is LeBron, the crybaby James. So now he want to talk about crying, but yet LeBron, he doggone.
And you know what I said? You know what I said? You can thank Jordan for that because you can't touch nobody anymore. And objective opinion, Carl. Once Jordan complained about the Pistons for the rest of his career, anything is a foul.
Carl,
you get near
He's messing
Jordan
with your psyche, Carl. That's why he said
he earned that, though. He earned that. It was bad for basketball. They're about to kill MJ.
He earned it, but I'm saying it still changed the league. That's why people complain about the league being soft.
But I'm saying, when you looked at the Pistons, though, you had to change the league. When you looked at them replays, they was on some football stuff.
Oh, no,
somebody was
gonna get hurt. It was wrestling.
Oh, bro, they was intentional and deliberately. Rodman had my man out of bounds.
He
took Scotty out of bounds.
Come on, man. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Why you showing me stuff that don't got nothing to do with me?
It's got to do with that ring, bro. That's all that matters in the end. Look, every champion gonna go through adversity. You gonna go through some bumps and bruises, but what matters in the end is the results, bro. That's all that matters is the rings and the banners we got. That's it. And we can
y'all gotta stop putting up stuff because I got to keep stopping and scooting y'all back over again. I got to stop.
Hey, all I want to say is the reason we got to go so hard is because we don't get the respect we deserve. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that the Pistons don't get included into that dynasty talk when they were right in between the Lakers. Mind you, we beat the Lakers and the Celtics in their prime. Y'all did not beat the Lakers in their prime. I sat back and watched Magic look like he had arthritis all in his knees during that little clip they showed. And Magic knew he wasn't going to win. Magic was like, I seen MJ. I said, MJ, it's your time. Magic was like, you know what? Go to take one. I got 5. Get you one.
All right, what'd he say? I was happy. If I had to lose, I was happy.
You know what I'm saying? Magic was about 72 when they lost that one. You know what I'm saying? So, Anyway, I'll say this. We can end on this. I thoroughly enjoy just having some quality content, for us to talk about, for us to, this is probably the last one because the bad boys ain't gonna be in the next one.
But if I could say something, see, I do appreciate the bad boys because I will say this.
We taught y'all how to win.
We
taught y'all how to win.
No, you didn't teach how to win, but what you did, you taught us not how to win. No, you taught us how to get over adversity. The bad boys taught us how to. It is part of winning, but it's not winning. It's part of it.
You know how you just can't let nobody get the victory, even though they saying what you saying?
I'm trying to agree with him, Carl. And he just sitting over.
He said, he's still jabbing at you.
Oh, but they
overcome our obstacles and fears. You didn't help us win.
Hey, E, I'm gonna talk to you, E. What the bad boys taught, if you remember, when after they started beating them up, when the season was over with, the Bulls went right to the gym the next day. And they said, man, we got to start lifting weights. We got to take some protein. We got to get right because we're not going to get past these guys just in the way our physical body is now. And so, man, I just think that was just a message within a message just on how they just said, hey, we got to get going right now in the offseason in order for us to get past. And then because everybody started working out, everybody started training. They took it to another level. They came back the next season and swept the Pistons. It wasn't even a game. And so I thank the Pistons.
But I think they said it was because Isaiah was hurt.
Oh, here we go.
Evie was winding down. Here we go.
I didn't even
I was talking to CJ. He said that Isaiah's wrist was broke.
Hey, at some point, I knew that Detroit was going to come out of E.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
He was trying to
say, you got to be fair, though, Maul. You got to be fair. You know what I'm saying? His wrist was broke.
I'm going to say something that may be a little controversial. Okay.
This don't sound like the first time.
That'd be right.
It won't be the first time.
This won't be the first time.
Yeah. No. And this is completely objective. Okay, Maul. So don't get hurt. This is not okay. I'll even concede. Jordan is the GOAT. Okay, like let's just say that. This is not to take away the legacy. We just some friends having fun between two cities. Can we all though agree on the fact that the most overrated move in the entire sports history, the most overrated move, is when Jordan went to the rack on the Lakers with the right and switched it to the left?
Oh, that's the greatest move ever, bruh. Oh!
Did you expose?
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was the greatest move ever until I watched it on The Last Dance, and I was like, whoa, nobody was checking him. He could have just went to him. He completely passed on
He had mad space.
But aesthetically, it was sweet aesthetically, though. Before I thought he had made the move, and then he had to make the move.
I did. I had that. I did. Bro, I'm be real. Again, Jordan the GOAT. In my lifetime, I've never understood. And maybe it was Marv Albert, like, oh, what a spectacular move by Michael.
They hyped it up.
Bruh, I'm like, yo, it was probably 10 other moves Mike did in that game that was sweeter than that. And again, I'm not hating. I'm just saying that move, they show so much, and I'm like, dog, that was not like the be-all, end-all.
First off, you got to remember this. All right. First off, you have to remember this. Back in the early 90s.
When he could have just laid it up.
No.
It just-
Check
it's
it out.
still a layup.
Back in the late 80s and the early 90s.
That wasn't the
people
late 80s.
wasn't- I said the late. I'm just giving you a time frame.
Well,
because
it wasn't the late 80s. It was
but I'm
early
saying,
to
but you was in
mid-90s.
diapers. But you was in diapers during that time, so I got to paint the picture for you.
I was
You know what I'm
running
saying?
around. I was outside.
You
You
was
were
still
young. I was 18.
Right.
So yeah.
You was like,
18,
you was still
19.
eating
Wow.
Similac. So back then,
Yeah.
people
No question. He might have
people
been.
really
No
didn't
question.
fly in midair like that. You know what I'm saying? People didn't fly.
Oh, definitely
Now-
not. Well,
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Well,
everybody dunking. But people, even if you were 7 feet tall, you didn't really dunk. You did a hook shot. So it was kind of weird to see somebody flying in the air like that. You know, so that was the big
So
thing
what
about
you're
it.
saying, okay, so I got it. So what you're saying is
No. I gotta say this, though.
Mike's most spectacular move is the average move in today's NBA?
Well, what I'm saying is this. So you got a point. Listen, you have a point.
asking.
You have
I'm
a
just
point.
asking.
You have no, and you do have a point. So let me answer that. The thing about it is, without Mike's spectacular move, which is average today, if he didn't do it back then, you wouldn't have it today. The only reason why you got the Kobe's and the LeBron Jameses is because of Michael Jordan. And then don't get me wrong, and I think they said on documentary, the reason why you got Mike is because the people that came before him. So,
Okay,
bro,
I was gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say, Dr. J would do that.
Dr. J,
George Gervin.
Detroit's own George Iceman Gervin would do that. So,
but you
yeah,
gotta pay
all right.
homage all the time, bro. See, y'all
absolutely.
youngins, even though
Absolutely.
see, you like a 37-year-old youngin. You know, y'all don't understand about how to respect
Hey, that's how you know
those
you
that
got the
came
argument
before
won
you.
when they start bringing the only thing you can't contest. You're 37. How could you know?
Boy, when you get your first piece of gray hair, then you come talk.
Hey, bro, don't
I'm
play.
saying-
I got like a little.
I'm saying,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
I'm saying before, and I'm old, so before the NBA, the CBA was doing their thing too. So it was NBA kind of got strong during the late 70s, early 80s with Larry Bird, Magic, but they was doing their thing in the CBA with Dr. J in the crowd. So I go back a little further with the CBA, and they was a little bit more acrobatic, and the NBA was a little bit more, astute because they had whatever. Well, yeah, we don't want to go with age.
Do we have a conclusion? Is there one takeaway that we can
C
get
said
from
he the
this?
GOAT. C said he was the GOAT. He said it.
And on top of that, not just he's
Of
the
that
GOAT,
era.
but they
Of that era.
no, but they
Okay.
got he's the GOAT of every era, and they got the most rings than the Pistons. That's all that matters.
More
That's
what?
all that matters.
More what?
More rings.
Rings.
More rings. Championship.
Yeah, championships.
Then who?
Then the Pistons.
Then Pistons. He's saying the Pistons.
Yeah, but okay, all right. Well, correct. You're correct.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
But if that's the case, then we
I
gotta
thought
talk.
we was almost about to get to the podcast.
We gotta go
He
Bill
pulled him
Russell.
back. He pulled him
gotta
back.
go Bill Russell.
He couldn't stop with
I'm saying if the rings is the only thing, then Bill Russell to go. He
No
got
question.
like 11, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, without a doubt. And I pay respect to him.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the rings is what made Mike the GOAT. I'm just saying the rings is what make the Bulls better than the Pistons. That's what I'm saying.
Not head to head, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? In they primes, we saw what happened. All right, let's move because we got a whole audience that could care less about our sports talk, and I want to get to E's sermon on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Man, we've been doing these sermons online, and for those of you who've been checking them out every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know that E been going in. And this last one, E, I don't know, you was in the zone because I got a whole bunch of text messages from people like, yo, E always go off, but he went off. And the topic this week was sacrifice, right? And you said something that really, it was funny in the basement where we have our service. Everybody just started dying laughing. But you said something, and I'm paraphrasing here, but you said something along the lines of, I'm well aware of the fact that Cheeto Puffs taste better than broccoli. And when I heard it, it's crazy because I didn't even think of it as like the straight up comparison, right? Like I really thought of it as a metaphor for life. And kind of like how people live. You know what I'm saying? It's like there are things that we know we should be doing. There's some things that we know we should let go, but because it doesn't feel good, because it doesn't, please us per se, we don't do it. And I was like, man, how many people live like that? And you kind of broke down how to get over your feelings in that regard, because you said it, bruh. I'm not a fool. Like, I'm well aware of the fact that I should be eating the whole thing of broccoli right now instead of picking out on these chips. I'm choosing not to do it for a reason. And I thought you talked about how we can't get to this goal without letting this go. And I think that's so big, man, because we have so many dreams and aspirations and things we want to do. We want to be in shape. We want to have a great marriage. We want to make a lot of money. We want to be educated. We want to, all of these things. And I believe people genuinely do want those things, but you got all of this stuff that you're unwilling to let go because that feels better at the moment. And you kind of, I'll let you take it from there, but you kind of broke that thing down this weekend, man. And it hit people hard, including me, just in the areas I know I need to grow. So I'll let you kind of speak to it, and then we'll bring in Maul and Carl.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm so frustrated right now, bro. I'm so frustrated because of COVID-19. I got so many people calling me, and expressing, for real, how they got caught with their pants down. A lot of people got caught with their pants down, bro. And they calling me and like, almost, it's two things. It's, here's what I really want to do to get out of the situation, but then it's that whining. And I'm so frustrated because what I know, it's like when you get on the other side of something, it's like, I got the 4-year degree. So if you are a freshman in college and you struggling, I'm like, yo, bro, I got on the other side, I promise you. You can get on the other side, here's the things you need to do. Like, bottom line, like, it could be done. So I've gotten on the other side of being my own boss and having these dreams and goals and executing. And I'm listening to people, man, they killing me because it's like, yo, you doing two things. I was talking to somebody the other day, I was so frustrated. They was like, I want to do this, and that, but whatever. And I just was like, yo, make a decision. Like, yo, flat out, like you're getting on my last. Like, I'm getting frustrated right now because you keep going through the same thing over and over and over again. And you really, you're making it more complicated than what it is. It's either you want this and you're gonna do what it takes to do it, which is humanly possible. Like, yo, it's humanly possible. When we did the webinar yesterday, phenomenal webinar, by the way, on becoming a certified, speaker, Eric Thomas speaker. But what hit me was a check that Jeremy Anderson had in 2018. He had a check. Right. It was just a deposit for 20-something grand, Maul. 20-something grand. I'm like, yo, people running around here talking about ain't no money. My man, that was a deposit. He had more coming.
Right.
And so, man, I'm just getting so frustrated because it's like, here are the steps that you take to get what you want. Here are the steps you take not to get what you want. It's like, if you want it, you make a decision. Like I said something to a group the other day. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Like, bottom line, fear is a reaction. Mm-hmm. So you waking up every day and you reacting to something, but yet you saying you want this. All it is a decision. Just make a decision. I'm telling you, I made a decision. Maul said it. I made a decision. Maul, Diddy was working out. I heard Diddy listening to the old album 5-6 miles a day. I'm like, oh man, I'm not even running 2 miles a day. So I was like, yo, let's make a decision. Let's get back up to 5-6 miles a day. You're not gonna be able to start there, but go downstairs, get on the treadmill. When the weather break, go outside and run. I made up in my mind today, Maul, I know I'm an hour on the treadmill or more, I'm walking. I went and ran 4.6 miles. You feel me? I was like, all right, I don't got a lot of time. Let's go get this. About 7:15 a.m. Let me go get this 4.5 in. Then I'll walk whatever I walk. I'll add that to it. I'm solid. So I made a decision. So, man, I'm just telling you, Cheeto Puffs, bruh. I love Cheeto Puffs. I love Snickers. My wife was cleaning up. She found some Snickers. I could easily hit the Snickers.
One pack.
My daughter bought.
One go.
Yeah, my daughter every Every Father's Day, Christmas,
Yeah.
birthday. My daughter bought me a pack of the mini Snicker bars. Like, she know that's my thing. I saw them in there. I'm not stupid. I know she bought them. I know they still good. But I just said to myself, that's not what I'm on right now. I'm not on taste right now. I'm not on taste. We got COVID-19.
Right.
It's people getting taken out. My age getting taken out. I personally know people now who have the COVID-19. There are people in my inner circle that have it. There's no way I'm about to hit a Snicker bar that tastes good and jeopardize my health, jeopardize this career, jeopardize this company, jeopardize the church. It's a lot riding on my shoulder. And I can't hit a Snicker bar because that Snicker bar is not gonna build my immune system. That Snicker bar is actually gonna tear my immune system. It's gonna compromise my immune system. So I'm like, yo, what do you want, E? Do you want taste or do you want legacy? Which one do you want? And if you die right now, you probably about 3/4 in the legacy, but you ain't all the way in the legacy yet. Like, you got a couple more years left before the 6. You feel me? And so, to my point, see, man, I'm telling you, I'm so mad though, right? I'm so frustrated with humans. It's like you talk too much. And I don't even mean like talking out loud, but I know you're not happy because you telling me you're not happy and you don't like this and you don't like that, but you're not willing to do nothing about it. I asked somebody the other day, I'm just being real, Ma. I was like, yo, what do you want? What do you want to do? You keep saying you ain't happy. You keep saying you don't like the situation, but what are you going to do about it? Well, I mean, literally, what are you going to do? You going to keep not being happy? Like, or are you going to start making moves to your happiness? You know, what are you going to do? But going through the same thing every single day when it's only one decision away.
Why do you think that is?
Because you don't want it as bad as you say you want it. And here's what I wish people would do. Here's how you help yourself. You don't realize that when you say you want something and you're not willing to do what it takes to get it, you actually killing yourself.
Right.
You shouldn't even say nothing about it.
Right.
Just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just say, like, how do I explain this? And somebody got to help me.
I'm good.
But I'm just saying, for real, just say I'm good. Like, just say, like, stop saying you don't like it. Because if you really didn't like it, you do something about it. Like, you are a human. You're not a lion. You're not a leopard. You're not a giraffe. Like, you have freedom of choice. You're not trapped in the Serengeti. You're not trapped in Australia if you're a kangaroo. Like, for real, you don't see kangaroos getting a flight over to the United States of America and saying, yo, I'm tired of being in Australia. Like, I want to be in Detroit. Humans have the power of choice. And the reason why you aren't able to use it is because you keep abusing it. And you abuse it by not like talking about something, but not doing something about what you're talking about. So really what I'm trying to explain to you is like, you are literally putting a hole in your gas tank and letting the gas run out while the car is just sitting there. Because you keep saying, I don't like this, I don't like that, and you're not using your choices to do something about it. So it would be better just don't complain. Don't talk about change. Don't say it. Because once you say it, then the body like, oh, okay, you said we about to go run? Look, man, I wasn't running at all. I think I did 6.8 the other day. My body is like, yo, we can do a marathon if you want to, but you got to tell us what you want to do. Like flat out. We could like the body like, yo, E, the way I'm designed, you want to run a marathon, let's get it. You want to run an hour? I said I want to run an hour a day. I'm back to an hour. My body was like, we was waiting on you. We can do it, but your mind didn't tell us. Your mind didn't command us. Your mind didn't command us to do it. So now that you told us you ready to do it, come on. Bro, I woke up this morning. I promise you, I was like, man, we got to be on at 9. It's 7:15. I'll do it afterwards. My body, Maul, after an entire month of running, my body was like, E, go put your socks on, E. Come on, E, go get your socks. E, go get your shoes. I was like, okay, maybe I need to put some hot and icy on. My body was like, we don't need that. We don't need no ice. Let's go. Like, let's go. You don't need
icy hot.
Yeah, it's like my body was like, you don't need that foolishness. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. And so I put my shoes on and I was out killing it. It had just stopped raining. The old me would have been like, it's raining. My body was like, bruh, you've been making decisions. I took off 1 day this month. My body like, we got 2 more days in this month. Let's go. Get your shoes on, let's go. I was like, all right, I'll just do the little quick 3-mile boy I got. My body was like, do the 3 mile for what? They don't start till 9. It's 7:15. Let's go. And so I'm trying to explain y'all. Every time you turn and activate decision, it's gonna respond. But every time you whine and cry and talk about what you want, but you don't really do nothing, you're really cementing that average life, that unhealthy life, that life you don't want. Every time you go, every time you settle for that, your body like, oh, I guess this is what you really want. You can talk that talk if you want to with your mouth, but I don't see you putting no actions toward it. I don't see you doing nothing. And so I promise you, man, I promise you, I'm like, I cannot catch the COVID-19. I can't pass it to Didi. I can't not come to church. We got 30, 40,000 people watching a week, bro. I can't afford to get sick. So no, the decisions now are all around being healthy. It's not about taste. I'm not eating for taste no more, see. I'm eating now to build this immune system up.
Go for it, Carl. More jump in there.
I'll show y'all a clip real quick. Just watch this real quick and I'll explain. Y'all can see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so just watch this for a quick second. This is Jessie riding her bike, all right? Jessie went outside on Sunday this week, all right? Sunday. She went outside on Sunday, and I'm talking about everybody outside riding their bike. It's starting to get warm here now, so the kids are coming out. Yeah. And she still had her training wheels on Sunday. Yeah. And Sunday evening, she said to me, yo, I want to take the training wheels off. And I was like, bet, are you ready for this? She like, yeah, I want to take them off. Took them off. I went outside with her Sunday evening for about maybe 20 minutes. Her hurdle was she doesn't go fast enough. Jessie dainty, all right? She not, she ain't trying to go like that. She don't go fast enough. So I went out like 20 minutes. All the other kids are watching. They're trying to help. She ain't that type. She like, look, she got frustrated. She's like, I'm good. When we got inside, she's like, yo, can I try it again tomorrow? I was like, absolutely. It rained, all right? It rained on Monday. So we didn't go out. Tuesday, I had a meeting at 1:30. Jessie came and asked me like, yo, can you come help me again? Like, I'm like, bet. It was 1:10. I was like, I only got like 20 minutes before my meeting. So I'll come. I got 20. We can knock this out. I go out, and I'll be honest, my expectations are high because I know she's still a little, like she's scared a little bit. Like anytime it start to tilt, she's stopping, that kind of stuff. Yep. I went outside for 10 minutes with her, and I came back in, and I sat here ready for my meeting, and I looked out the window, and Jessie rolled by the window. With me, she didn't get it. She was getting better, right? But with me, she didn't get it. I came inside like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put some more time, maybe a couple more days this week. Sunday afternoon for about 20 minutes. Nothing Monday. Tuesday, literally 10 minutes, and I saw her ride by the window. That evening, she was outside riding around the whole circle, just the whole evening. And it was, watch this. Sunday when she came in frustrated, I was like, yo, I ain't putting no pressure on you. I'll put the training wheels back on. You ain't getting no medal for this. I'll give you the out. Like, it's on you. Like, I don't care nothing about no other kids. You can learn on your own pace. Like, it ain't that deep. She was like, no, I'm good. She made the decision that she was going to ride her bicycle. And I'm just watching if this 5-year-old child, could decide that she's going to go through whatever it takes to get to this. And to be real with you, it didn't take as much as I thought.
Right.
But she was like, whatever it's going to take, I'm about to do this. And she said to me, I'll do it every single day until I get it. Those are her words. So when I watched her this week, I was just like, whoa. Like,
let me tell you though, Carl, what's so crazy? I already knew it was gonna happen, Carl. Bruh, I'm trying to tell y'all environment. I'm trying to tell y'all when Maul tell y'all who y'all exposed to. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, people get mad at me now, and I'm gonna talk about this in a second, so let me leave it on. But I'm gonna say this, Maul. There are people I don't fool with no more. I'm just being real. And what I realize, if you average or good, you probably pissed, but I'm great, Ma. I don't got time for average and good no more. Like, it's not helping me. Let me tell you, I was like, I told Didi, I was like, oh yeah, Jessie about to learn how to ride her bike. Let me tell y'all, I don't know what day it was. I was just out the other day. I don't know what the little next door neighbor girl is. I don't know what her name is or how old she is.
Addie, she literally 5. She like a couple months younger than Jessie.
I swear to y'all, I saw her on the bike getting it.
Killing
She
it.
was on the bike getting it. I was like, I saw Lil Mama on the bike getting it. I was like, whoa. I was like, Didi, how old is she? She don't got no stairs. I was like, she don't got on no training wheels. And she out there riding like 50 miles per hour. She out there getting it. I said to myself, yep, Jessie about to learn how to ride her bike. Why? Because the person she hanging out with, come on. The person she hanging out with every day, they don't got training wheels on them. That's why y'all like to run with scrubs. That's why you like to be around scrubs. That's why y'all like to be around other people who got low self-esteem, other people who ain't got no confidence, and then you get pissed at me because I don't want to deal with you. I don't got time for that foolishness. I don't got time for that. I'm 50 years old. I ain't got no doggone training wheels on. And I'm not about to ride with people with training wheels on. Flat out. I'm not about to be like, you get on your little training wheels, y'all have y'all little training wheel party. I'm not about to be out there with y'all. My jokers ain't got no training wheels on them. And so don't get pissed at me. Don't get pissed at me because I learned how to ride. And I saw Lil Mama out there getting it. I was like, yep, Jessie about to learn how to ride. And how do I know, Carl? Because Jalen used to hang with Junior, and Jalen would not pee to save his life. That boy was about to be 8 years old and was using the bathroom on himself. And he saw Junior, Lee Lamb's oldest son. Lee Lamb's son came over and spent like maybe a day or two with us because they was having Josh. So I promise y'all, Junior would go in the bathroom and pee, and Jalen would go in and see my man peeing like, what in the world is he doing? Bruh, we tried everything. We tried everything and couldn't get that boy to go to the bathroom. But when he saw his boy use the bathroom, we never had to say that you still got pull-ups. You still hanging with folks with pull-ups. You can't use the bathroom on your foot. Here's the crazy part. Here's what I want to make sure I say it again, Carl, because I want to shame folks into doing what they're supposed to. Jalen had the ability to pee on his own. Wow. He did not want it. Jessie had the ability to ride her bike. You can't learn how to ride your bike if you don't know how to ride your bike. You can't do it. Right. I'm just being real. If she was 6 months old, she did not have the ability at 6 months. Do it. At somewhere between 4 and 5, she had the ability, but she didn't have the heart. She didn't want to do it. When she got to the point where she wanted to do it, she already had the ability. Done. And there are those of you who listen to us every week. You have the ability. You should have been over that foolishness. You should have been accomplished that. You have the ability. You ain't got the heart. You don't have the heart. So that's what I meant, see? It's like, yeah, you got what it takes, but you're not making a decision, but you got what it takes. And woe is the person who could ride without their training wheels. You just not doing it. We ain't talking about a 5-year-old right now. I'm not talking about no 5-year-old. I'm talking about you grown and you still got training wheels on. You are a grown man or a woman still dealing with stuff that you should have let go at 12. That stuff you should have been through with that at 15. Like, you still living from check to check. You still ain't got enough money in your bank account where if something happens, you can't live for the next 3 or 4 months. You still partying when you should be taking care of your responsibility. Like, bruh, take the doggone steering wheels off. Come on. I'm challenging somebody. Take the steering wheels, take the doggone training wheels off. It's time. Take the little pull-ups off. Take the pull-ups off. Put some drawers on. I'm just being real. Take them off.
Don't it all start with the want? Like, you gotta want that. So to go back to Jessie, even a kid can teach you something. If you just think about it. She had to, so some people, I think at that very moment, some people make the decision to say, oh man, look at old girl riding that bicycle. Man, she doing it without training wheels. Yeah. I'm not gonna go outside when she go outside because I don't want to look bad. So instead, they just go ahead and say, okay, I'm gonna go on the other side of the playground, on the other side of the block, because I don't want to look bad. But then you got those other people that say, no, if she can do it, I can do it too.
I could do it.
That's the decision. That decision right there. That's the difference maker in life. That's the difference maker in just being successful. It is all about, first off, you got to know what you want. And when I just talk to people, man, I promise you, I ain't never realized this. Like 90% of adults don't know what they want. Like everybody that's listening to this need to just take the time and just start writing down what is it that you want in life. Success starts with want. 75% of success is all about knowing exactly what it is you want. You don't just wake up and get lucky. You can't just keep your body at 222 pounds for the last 20 years just by saying, oh man, it just happened that way. I knew exactly what I wanted. And because I knew what I wanted, then I saw exposure of other people doing it. And so then it made me say, it's possible. It's
Maul, but what about the group, Maul, that knows what they want, like for real? They know, like, okay, I wanna be happy, in a relationship. I wanna make money. I wanna find my purpose. And I believe my purpose is, being a physician. Like, what about those people that know what they want, Maul, but to Carl's point, he in there at 1 o'clock, gotta work. And Jesse like, bump that, bruh. Go ahead and keep working, I ain't mad at you. Keep doing what you're doing, but I'm gonna be out here on my own. What do we say to those people, Maul, who really do know what they want, but they still not making the decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to lose weight, and they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know, Maul. You could tell me. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
No, I think they do. I think they do.
Yeah. So they have a picture of what they want, but then they still go and eat a whole bunch of stuff that they shouldn't eat, and then they don't get on the treadmill or they don't work out at all. Like, what about that group, y'all? Because that first group, that group is real. But Jesse saw homegirl and everybody else on the block riding, and she was like, I want it. But her wanted went to, hey, Dad, all right, Dad seemed like he busy. It's raining, it's a lot, seems like it's going on, but I can't get out there the next time without. What's that gap, Maul, between you envision it, but then you actually go make it happen, bruh? What's that gap, y'all? Can we help them at all?
I just think that, okay, a person, if you're saying that a person wants it, but yet they're not willing to take the steps to get it, then you kind of just, you kind of want it. You don't really want it. Because with me, if I want something,
I got you.
If I really want something,
I got you.
Then I'm gonna go after it. I
don't know that I necessarily agree with that. And I'll say it like this. Like, again, I do believe that, let's say if we're using weight as an example, I do believe that there are people who are obese who are not happy with their life, right? Like you wake up, they don't like the way they look, they don't like the way things are going. And so in our minds, or people who think like us, we go, oh, well, you don't really want it, or you would just stop eating and start working out. So yes, to an extent, that's the logical, easy thing to say is, oh, you ain't really that serious. But then there's the other school of thought that says, I do want it really bad, but I don't know if I put my full, even as bad as I want it, I've tried before and it didn't work out. There's not one person who obese like that who ain't been like, all right, let me get this together. They've tried and it didn't work. So what happens is you start developing a muscle memory, just like anything else, of, okay, I try to diet, I start eating right for a couple days, I start eating right for a month, I start working out, whatever, and I'm still chunky. So then you start learning the fact that your muscle memory goes, oh, it doesn't work like that. Like it's not for me. And so you start training your mind the other way. So I agree with you that for sure there is something you could do about it. And the logical brain goes, all right, cool. But if you have a learned helplessness, I believe that too can be almost like a sickness that we have to help people get over and help them stay consistent, because I don't think it's just a matter of, oh yeah, I'm 350 pounds. Do I want to be 150? Yeah, I do. Bad, like real bad. Like I don't want to be, diabetic or have these health challenges or not want to get out the bed or not have the energy. No, I don't want those things. But do some people have a learned helplessness of, and I'll be real with you. It's so funny. And, shout out to Tay and LaShawna when we talk about losing weight now, right? Like we in the accountability group. So I got to keep them accountable every day. We going back and forth, whatever. And LaShawna, she made a comment like, oh, I don't care what I do. Like the scale just ain't moving no more. Right? But now, mind you, LaShawna down like 60 pounds. But you end up getting to that, place where you like trying to break through whatever.
Yeah.
And so without me and Tay as her accountability partners, she goes, okay, well, see, I tried it. I did it this long. I tried. I've been eating good. I've been going to my boxing class. I'm working out. I'm walking the stairs every day. I'm eating salad, broccoli, and all of this. And look, it ain't working. As bad as she wants it, she's been down this road before and it didn't work all the way out. She never got the J-Lo, Beyonce look that she was going for. What we have to do is teach people how to be consistent in that walk and say that it could. I told LaShawna flat out, because I send her like, she'll send me like pictures like, here go my goal, this is that. And I'm like, yo, it might take us 5 years. But our expectations sometimes aren't of that. So there is a group who wants, again, there's a wife listening to this podcast right now, and she wants to have a happy marriage. She does want to have a happy marriage, but guess what? They went to counseling 3 times and it ain't work. My man's still tripping. And so what happens is you go, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. So now let's speak to those people, because I do think there's a want to there. I think that there's a learned helplessness that comes along with most of those people.
Yeah. So here's what I think when you say that, see, and remind me, y'all, I got something I got to get off my chest. It could be the nugget of the day if that's how we want to go with it. I got something, though, I got to get off my chest. Listen to me very closely. Man, I believe, see, that when you really, really want it, you have to be committed to the process of it and not get consumed by the outcome of it. You feel me? Like, in my mind, bruh, there's no way you could tell me that I'm gonna run 5-6 miles a day. There's no way you're gonna tell me I'm gonna run 5-6 miles a day, not eat after 6. You feel me? Do the vegetable boy with the protein boy. You feel me? Like, and I'm not even gonna lie and say I don't cheat somewhat. I'm still, I had one last week, one this week. One of those, I made a fruit smoothie that C said ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I had one last week.
That was a sugar smoothie.
Yeah. It was fruit. Man. They called it sugar. I'm like, I ain't putting no sugar in here. It's just fruit. I'm like, if you can't eat fruit, I'm stuck. Like, I just don't know what to do. I'm trying to eat fruit instead of a Snicker bar. They telling me it's the same thing. I'm just like, come on, Holy Ghost. But I'm just being real. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't drink a smoothie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a cookie. But listen to me, guys. I'm not, and look, I get on the treadmill once a week on Saturday. I don't get on no other day. And why don't I get on one other day? Because I already know the deal. It's either going up because I ain't running or eating, or it's going down because I'm running and eating right.
The treadmill or the scale?
You talking about the scale?
Okay, I'm gonna say the scale. What did I say?
Treadmill.
You said treadmill.
Oh yeah. So I get on the scale once a week. I'm not on there every day looking at it. Mm-hmm. And every time I've gotten on, one time I remember I worked out for 2 weeks in a row. I might have lost the weight. 1 pound. I was like, and then one time I got on it, I think I was about 0.3 more. I never got discouraged because I wasn't getting on the scale for the weight. I'm not stupid. I'm already knowing it's a little bit more muscle. You know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing it's probably more muscle than it is fat. Something happening. I could tell I remember I see my shorts. I'm like, yo, bruh, my shorts. He was like, all right, now work on the gut. I was like, somebody was like, are you doing core? I said, I don't need to do no core. It's cardio. I run 6-7 miles a day and I don't eat a lot. I'm going to shred. Now, I can't tell you when I'm going to shred, but I can guarantee you there's no way you're going to run 6-7 miles a day and not shred. It's no way possible. It's no way possible I'm going to do an intermittent fasting. I'm going to eat once a day and not be eating 5-6 times a day. It's not possible. So I don't have to get on the scale to know that if I worship the process, and that's what Jesse knew. Jesse was like, yo, Dad, I'm not trying to be funny, but it look like you got a lot going on. And so do your thing. But I understand something, that if I commit to the process, meaning if I keep getting on this thing, keep trying, whether you there, you not there, it's raining, it's not raining. If I get my butt on this bicycle and I keep going, taking my feet and hitting these pedals and moving these pedals, even if I fall, at some point, I'm going to be able to go. And I saw the other day, I saw Carl Jordan look like he had on rollerblades or something. She had on the bike, and I was just sitting there looking at her like, I saw your little homie riding the other day. I knew you was about to do this right here. And so I'm just saying, leave the results alone. Leave the results alone. To your point, see, I was talking to Jay, and Jay was like, Dad, working with Anthony Flynn and another dude, he killing the game in terms of counseling and really doing some deep rooted, like yo, about to find my purpose. And so he like, Dad, I did this, but this didn't. I'm saying, son, leave the outcomes alone. You killing the game. It's grown men ain't getting counseling. It's grown men who don't have a coach. It's grown men who ain't got Anthony Flynn. It's grown men. Anthony working with grown men, CEOs. He working with you at 24. Bruh, ain't no way you gonna keep working with Ant. Ain't no way you gonna keep going to counseling. And a year from now, you're not better. 2 years from now, better. 3 years. But here's the trick. When you see improvement, don't stop going. Right. When you see improvement, don't go, I'm good, I don't need to go no more. I'm like, son, you killing the game. Ma, we doing NBA coaching. When Jay checked me. Jay was like, yo, Dad, I ain't mad at you. The transparency thing is cool, but Dad, where's the theory? I know you got some because this didn't come from your head. But when you're dealing with certain people, they want to see the theory. We got to have slides. We got to be able to show them, okay, when we start, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, then go into it, and then show the theory, and then come back at the end and say, now we went over 1, 2, 3, 4. What is your understanding? I mean, he was killing me, Ma. He was like, Dad, you got the LA, he was like, Dad, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You got the LA Clipper shirt on? But we talking to the Minnesota Timberwolves, Dad. like, Dad, I ain't trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? I know you grown and you're doing your thing, but at the same time, you should probably have on Timberwolves since we talking to the Timberwolves. You feel me? And so I'm like loving it. Like, let's go. But what I'm telling my son is, do me a favor. As you see yourself growing and advancing, don't go, I'm gonna stop doing the things and that's what we do. We get so caught up on, I want it, I don't see it, and because I don't see it, now I quit. Now I give up, or now I don't try. And what I'm saying is, you gotta be obsessed with the process because any results that you get, the results are in the process. The results are not necessarily in the scale. Even though I know the scale might show you how much you weigh, the scale didn't give you that number, Ma. The process gave you that number.
That's good.
You feel me? The scale is only telling you where you are in the process. That's all it's doing. It's showing you, when I run 6 miles, the thing that says 6 miles, it didn't do nothing for me. It's only measuring what I actually did. So I know if I get up every single day, bruh, I already knew. Bruh, I told CJ, I told C what weight I need to get to, and then my girl gonna be. Sure enough, I knew how long. I said, give me 4 weeks. I'm gonna drop 3 pounds a week. I know I can do 3 pounds. 12, got down 12. Sure enough, my girl said the other day, all right, it's too much now. I'm like, okay, whatever you're doing, stop doing it. It's too much.
I'm trying to hug you can't get no smaller than that.
Right. Yeah, she's like, I can't, dude, it's too much now. I'm like, but I already knew. I told C, it's coming. C, I already knew it. But it didn't come because I wanted it to come, Ma. That was a part of it. That's the first part. It came, Ma, because I was putting my gym shoes on. I was putting my socks on. I was putting my shorts on. I put my ear pods in. I put my Scully on. I put my hoodie on, and I went out there, Ma, and I went and got it. So I'm just saying, to C's point, for those of you who want it, you gotta let go of the results. And you gotta know that if you dedicate your life to the process, whatever it is, I promise you're gonna get to the other side of that thing and have what you want. But you can't quit, you can't give up, you can't get discouraged, and you can't be scoreboard watching. You gotta believe, man.
Can I say this too, man?
Yeah.
It has to, this is one thing that I found out over my life. In order for me to be successful in something, it has to become me. Yeah. Like working out for me is not something that I do.
Yes.
It's not something that I'm just sitting back saying, like, okay, I'm waiting on the results. I'm waiting for, I'm waiting for somebody to give me an award, or I'm waiting for the scale to affirm me.
Yeah.
Working out is me. It is me. So whether somebody, so when I get up in the morning and I brush my teeth, I do it unconsciously. I'm sure everybody that's on here or everybody that's watching, it ain't been one day that you forgot to brush your teeth. You know, this is what you do. You're going to eat unconsciously because you know you need to eat because it's gonna help your body out. It's gonna make you feel better. Working out for me is that same exact way. It has to become you and not just something that you do, because if it's just something that you do, then when other things come about, the kids gotta go to school. Or I gotta help the kids with their homework. I gotta clean the house. Then that's when you start replacing this. But ain't nobody on here ever replaced, my kids gotta do their homework. Let me help the kids with the homework, but I'm gonna just forget to brush my teeth. You're gonna still brush your teeth. It's certain things you're gonna still do as a person. Comb your hair, put clothes on. You're gonna put clothes on regardless of what you got going on outside. Absolutely. So in that same way, if you looking, I don't care if it's working out, I don't care, losing weight, I don't care what it is, making money, it has to become you. I don't do real estate no more, E. I stopped doing real estate years ago. I am real estate. It's a difference. My talk, my language, everything about me is real estate.
Come on, no question.
And so when you transition from that, so now I went from spending maybe 2 hours a day on dealing with real estate, dealing with properties, to now my whole thought process. Bro, when I go to sleep at night, I'm imagining properties that I'm gonna buy. I'm imagining the type of life that I want. I transition from talking about legacy and generational wealth to becoming legacy and generational wealth. And when you come when you go through that transition period,
good word, Ma.
Yeah, when you come through that transition period, then that's when something happens. And as opposed to you now trying to actively work towards something, that thing now work towards you because you are it. So you have to, everybody listening to this, bro, you have to become whatever it is you trying to do or trying to be. Don't just do it. And don't be looking for results. Don't be looking for, you automatically know when you brush your teeth, your breath gonna smell good. It's just automatic. You just know it. In that same way, you know when you keep doing something every day, you're going to see the results. Like E said, when he knew for a fact when he got on that, when he walked every single day, he was gonna get the results. He was gonna lose them 3 pounds. In that same way, I promise you, if you know what you want, and then you keep doing it. Don't waver from it. Just keep going.
You become it, Ma.
You become it. You become it. It becomes part of you. It's
become
you.
Healthy.
Become
healthy.
Become healthy. And then now you don't. When you become something, you're no longer separating it. And that's the problem with some of y'all giving up, is because you're separating yourself from the actual goal that you're trying to meet. But when you become it, the two shall become one. Now you're one with it. And now you're not detaching yourself from that goal that you're trying to get. And you will get it because it's already inside of you and it's already you. So stop separating yourself from that thing that you're trying to get.
You know, the biggest thing for me, I'm sorry, Carl, is marriage. I do a lot of marriage counseling. I'm like, y'all should just have sex and ask for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Just have sex and ask for forgiveness. I'm just being real. I'm saying this as a pastor. Just have sex and ask for forgiveness.
Why? Carl drink some water on that one. Carl was like, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just being real. And here's why I say it, Ma.
I'm going to cancel it from E. There's a lot of couples out there right now.
I'm just being real, Ma. Here's the deal. You're not trying to be a husband. You're not trying to be a priest, provider, and protector. That's not what you want. Like, you actually married somebody so they could do for you. You didn't get married to them for what you could do for them. It's a lot of women who not wives. You're not a wife, and I'm not going to define what a wife is. Like, I'm not going there. But Proverbs 31 gives some illustration. You just got married because y'all like going to the movies. Y'all like having sex. Y'all enjoyed each other's company. That ain't marriage. That's not. And then you wondering why y'all ready to get a divorce, or you wondering why you're not happy. You're not happy because you got into it for you. You didn't get into it to be a priest, a provider, protect. Like, you didn't get into it to be a husband. You're not trying to be a husband. You just want companionship with somebody. That's not a husband. That's not like you actually are not protecting your wife. You feel me? Like, emotionally. Like, you not. Like, if some dude's walking around like with a gun, ain't nobody gonna hurt my wife. Well, you hurting her. Ain't nobody gotta hurt her. You hurting her. Ain't nobody gotta hurt her. You killing her emotionally. Like, you got her self-esteem on lockdown. Like, you not helping her to become all she could become. That was your job. Your job wasn't to marry somebody to become your slave. That's not what the Bible says. So, to your point, Ma, it's gonna be hard for you in marriage because you're not a husband. It's gonna be hard for you because you're not a wife. Like, you marrying somebody that so they could take care of your needs. That's not. But when you become a husband and you become a wife, it's easy, bruh. I look at Chris Paul. I'm like, don't nobody talk about CP3 the way I think they should talk about him. But you talk about how much LeBron made. That same year, CP3 made more. But he ain't never won no championships. But why? Because he's a leader. Everybody know he a leader, Maul. So he's getting paid because he's a real point guard. Like, he's a real leader. That's what he does. He don't just play basketball. You see the stuff he's doing in community. You see the stuff he's doing in the NBA. You see the people he's running with. He is a leader.
His family
so
unit.
when you are, look at the family unit. Ma, here's what's crazy. When I was on the plane with CP3 and, his nephew, brother, everybody, Ma, do you know we spent the first hour talking about Vacation Bible School?
Wow.
He was talking about Vacation Bible School, bruh. I'm like, this CP3, bruh. My man been in the league doing great things. He could talk about whatever you want to talk about. He got money. He was talking about how they had to go to Vacation Bible School, how they was in church and before it started, how they was in church at the end, you know what I'm saying? How his parents were involved. Bruh. And so when you become something, you attract everything when you become. But most of us trying to get stuff before we become it. So I'm being real. If you eat healthy and you work out, look, when I'm obese, I'm never obese because I was working out, Ma. I ain't never ran 6-7 miles a day and been obese, Ma. But you know when I was obese? When I was like, look, I'm gonna hit the Snicker bar, I'm gonna hit these Cheeto Puffs, you know what I'm saying? And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm not on my health right now. When I'm going somewhere and, smashing, just carbs, just killing carbs. It's like, I don't care right now. I'm eating for taste. But I've never done my vegetables, ran, drank water, got my sleep, and been obese, Ma. It's never happened. So when I'm one person, it shows. When I'm the other person, it shows.
Yeah.
And what I have to do is make a decision on which person I want to be.
But what I like what you said is that it shows. Not just shows to you, but it shows to the world who you are. Yeah. And that's why it's so important, man, to become what it is that you're trying to become. Yeah. And when you become that, when you embody that, everybody else recognizes that. And then everybody else starts to help you. Everybody else come in your life, and it's just like, people say the universe just kind of conforms to what it is that you said you are. So if you become broke, if you become poor, if you become broken, the world is going to see you as broken. They're going to see you as being broke. And then the universe is going to conform to what you see yourself as. That's why it's so important for you to see yourself as the thing that it is that you want to become. But first, you got to know what you want to become in order for everybody else to see you in that way.
I'll summarize it because we saying a lot and I don't want people to miss it. I'll summarize it in 2 words, y'all. Self-gratification versus self-sacrifice. That's the 2 categories we're talking about the whole day. That's all we're talking about. Self-gratification is I want the reward, I need the reward. If that's what you're going after, it's not going to work. Let me just make it real elementary. If you're going after self-gratification, if you're just looking for the number and to put that size dress on, and if that's what you're looking for, stop now. Because it's going to be 5 years, like C said, you're going to start the diet, stop that. That's not what's going to get you there. The self-sacrifice, back to E's sermon, is the thing. Like, that's the process. Like, I got to get up every single day and tell myself I'm going to run.
Do you know how hard that is, though, Carl?
That's what I'm saying. See, like, that's not easy.
Let me tell you something. This large pizza, this Big Mac, and this Whopper, I can eat it right now, and I'm going to feel it right now, and it feel good right now, and it tastes good right now. You talking about some foolishness 5 years from now, I might be looking sweet. Man, let me tell you something. This king size bump with E talking about the mini Snickers. This king size Snickers that I had in the freezer, that I put in the freezer for a day, I'm getting ready to hit this now.
The minis, though, see, is all about feeling guilt-free. I just want you to know that's all it's about. That's all it's about. Because you still gonna hit 6 of those jokers, but just feel, the guilt ain't there.
Hey, we call my mom the sliver queen, because anytime there's some cake around, she just take one little sliver. But she be in there 7 times. She'd be like, Mom, just get you one piece, baby girl. Hey, you know what else he wasn't doing when he was obese? And I like the fact that he say obese. It's like when you a chunky beast. You know what I'm saying? He was not drinking Organifi, okay?
I promise you I wasn't.
Definitely not. I just got a whole. Man, I got the whole. I'm back on the protein.
Oh, wow,
you got the good stuff.
That's what I'm on.
I'm on the protein.
I didn't get that one, y'all. I just got the little small packs.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
I got you.
I haven't tried that one yet, but I'm on it for the digestive. But anyway, shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder. As you see, we got the protein. We just got the probiotic mix to put in your smoothie, wherever you put, or your milk shakes or whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're doing something that's decent for you. So shout out to Organifi, ORGANIFI.com. Promo code SUCCESS. All right, promo code SUCCESS from the podcast. This podcast is also brought to you by Make Real Estate Real. Let me tell you something. Maul's such an OG. Carl, I'm about to send you something Maul sent me yesterday. And I said, Maul been getting to
I'm scared. I'm scared to see what it is he about to say.
No.
Man, see, we
One
text
pack
a lot.
last week. It was one pack last week.
Evidence.
No, I'm just being real, dog. Like a lot of people, faking and phony. And Carl, you can put it up. Maul sent me a check and was like, bruh, I've been doing this real estate thing for a minute, and sent me a check. There you go, right there.
Oh, yeah.
That boy sent me a check.
2011.
That's 2011, bro. After the first crash,
Look at that, 2011. $172,000. Let me move my. $172,701.36. And Maul was like, yo, this from 2011, bruh. He was like, I've been doing this for a minute. I was like, wow. So anyway, Make Real Estate Real, man. Listen, you want to learn from somebody, man, my brother here who been doing it. Literally, he said it, I am real estate. And he sent me that yesterday and I believed him. I said, dog, gone. Maul been rich for a long time. That's one reason I'm pissed. I just got money 3 months before the COVID. I'm like, man, I can't even go outside now that I got a little bit of bread. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm stuck in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
I think me and C was just talking about just how much opportunity.
Yeah.
I think everybody right now is talking about what's lost. They're talking about, how the economy, how jobs, how businesses are shut down. But nobody's talking about what's about to be gained. This was something that I was talking to C about. Like, this is what I always used to do. I used to do this even early on in my life. Whenever the reason why we're in this right now is not because of what's going on now. It's because of what happened in 2019, COVID-19. So you can't now be talking about the now, because if you're talking about the now, then you're going to miss out on what's going to happen in 2021 or at the end of 2020. So you got to be looking towards what's the next move, what's about to happen. And I said this before, the whole world is about to be on sale right now. You should be preparing yourself. And I know people right now don't have the money, they might not have, but getting information a lot of times is free. You don't have to, people always ask me, when should I start real estate? I'm like, you start now. When you come up with the idea, you should start now, at least get the information. Learn everything that you need to learn so that when the market turn over, whatever, you're in a position now to execute. You always want to set yourself up, man. So, and I just showed that to see, just showing them that in 2000, when the market crashed in 2008 and 9, this was the result. I didn't sit back and I didn't say, hey, man, look at what's happening right now. I went out and I just started.
Right.
I started buying properties. I was looking at how to flip properties. Right. And then now in 2011, 12, 13, 14, I was getting checks like that.
Yep.
Yeah, so C, can you speak to this real quick? C, Maul said something earlier, and we always trying to really help the folk, and one of the ways to be recession-proof, I believe, is to become. Maul alluded to it, but you ain't go there. Can you talk, C, to the difference between people who, because you train people on being speakers. Can you talk to people about the difference between somebody that does something, somebody that becomes something? And you could probably use speaking if you want to, but I am a communicator. I do inspire. I do persuade people. That's what I do. And so you got another little shorty who I want to speak like E. You feel me? Can you talk about just being a coach and how you trying to position us, to make the big bucks? What's the difference between somebody C that's getting paid that's they do it periodically, and somebody, to Maul's point, they become that thing.
Yeah, I think once you become that thing, you have a level of mastery, and that's one of the things that we always talk about. The reason that people are willing to pay E, top dollar to speak is because he is speaking. It's synonymous with the word speaking. When you think of a communicator, when you think of a speaker, you think of E, right? And that's because everything about him embodies that. And if you do it as a side hustle, people will treat you like a side hustle. I was talking to Kel. Me and Kel had a conversation yesterday. He dope with the graphic design. And Carl, he been doing some stuff for you, and he getting better and really focusing on it. And he was like, man, I just ain't been paid the way I said, because you've been taking it as a side hustle your whole life. So when you take it as a side hustle, people treat you as a side hustle. So I said, let me ask you this. You got your LLC? He was like, nah. I said, so what you mean? Yeah, you doing it for free. You're not even taking yourself serious. And so when you become something, you're showing the world that I'm ready for all the things that are, all the fruit that's bared from becoming. And when you just treat it as a side hustle or you do it periodically, like Maul said, the world is just gonna give you back periodically. Some days you're gonna be up, some days you're gonna be down. The reason he's up every day is because he's producing every day, so he bears fruit every day. And to Maul's point, he's been doing it for so long, what you see now is just trees and trees and trees full of fruit because of what he did in the past. And so what Maul's saying about becoming and doing it now so that you can set yourself up for the blessings. One of the, me and Maul, we collab on a lot of bars, and I was helping him speak. But one thing he came up with on his own that I was like, bro, that is one of the most brilliant things I ever heard, is just when he said, I cannot thank the 40-year-old Jamal for where I am today. I gotta thank the 30-year-old Jamal. And then when he said, again, when I used to be like, yo, why you working out like that, dog? You in your 40s, you already look good. You still going that hard. He was like, dog, I'm not doing it for me now. I'm doing it for the 50-year-old Jamal. And that clicked with me. And that was something that I didn't understand. It was very simply put, but it made so much sense. And now I start to look towards, okay, you good now, y'all doing well, but how can you set yourself up for, the next 10 years and the 10 years after that, and your kids and your grandkids? Now Maul be like, all right, my kids taking care of my grandkids. Maul on great grandkids. And I'm like, okay, I got to start embodying that thought process. And I think that's big, man. And just to see, it just motivated me. When Maul sent me that check yesterday, it motivated me because I'm like, bro, 2011, that's almost 10 years ago. Maul getting $170,000 checks 10 years ago and still doing it even bigger to this day. It just shows the growth, and it shows that mindset of, I'm grinding right now, even though you can see Maul live in an 18,000 square foot house, he's still like, I got another goal. And I think that's so critical. So I would say that, would be the main difference between pretending and becoming.
Right. And here's the thing that the other message, I'm with Carl, I want to make sure.
Is this the one you wanted us to remind you? Is this?
No. I wanted to say this though. Somebody asked me the other day, somebody had asked me yo, E, you in the real estate? The economy is going bad. You in the real estate? I said, I'm gonna be real with you. Because to Maul's point, I've become this. Mm-hmm. Now I'm attracting people who've become. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like Maul didn't necessarily make that commitment to public speaking, but he made a commitment to becoming real estate. We created a platform that when Maul became and was ready to get on the stage, Maul was able to get on stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I made a commitment to speaking, yep. I created a platform. So then when the recession came, people asking me, E, it's all kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm not necessarily doing it, but I'm connected to Maul. So because I'm connected to Maul, just like Maul killed this platform, Maul has put me in a position to be able to come and kill that platform. So I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all, you struggling because you with cats that, for real, still got on the diaper, boy. You still, I'm just saying, you still with people who with training wheels on. That's who you running with every day. You running with people with training wheels. And then now you getting pissed because y'all can't go. Let me just say this, bruh. Y'all grew up, most of y'all listening to this, you grew up in the neighborhood, before there was video games and stuff. When you was on training wheels, ain't nobody mad at you, but you can't go where we go. I'm just being real. You on training wheels, we not stopping you from riding all up and down 75th. We was on 79th, candy store. You feel me? We was all over the place, bro. We by the train station. They dropping cereal off. We grabbing stuff off the train.
Right.
Bro, you couldn't stop 8 Mile. We all the way on 9 Mile, 10 Mile, 11 Mile. Bro, when you got on, and here's the thing that hurts me. The training wheel people always pissed. You on the training wheels. You mad at me. You on training wheels. You mad at me because you can't go ride. Get your butt off the training wheels, then you can come. It ain't no limits. It ain't like you can't come, but you can't come and be on training wheels. So somebody asked me, E, what do you? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm leaning on Maul in this Maul lane right here. I'm leaning on Maul. Yep. But I will tell you this, I'm able to lean on Maul, and then me and Maul both was able to lean on my girl Tracy, you know, because they knocked out the college boy, and now we both, Maul started. I didn't even know Maul. I was looking at the Brookmay Real Estate Room, was like, yo, that's fire. Then they called me and was like, hey, what you think about doing a professional speaking hookup? I was like, yo, I got a PhD. I would not only love to give you a course, but I like to be able to talk a little. Like I like to get the students in the classroom.
Yeah, right.
Because
right.
This is why I got a PhD at some point. And so by becoming, you connect with people who become, and I'm telling you, you go further than you even want to go because you hanging with people who gonna take you further. And I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I told Jamal this. Maul was like, E, I see you working out. I said, Maul, I'm just gonna be real. When it comes to health, you know, he like, you 50. I'm like, I don't got nothing to do with it. When it comes to health, I'm the weakest link. And I said, Maul, I'm just gonna be real. I'm just not comfortable. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna catch nobody.
Right.
But I'm not comfortable being the weakest link, Maul. Like, I don't even have a fitness goal. Like, I don't even have a goal. Like, I don't even wake up on that. Like, oh, I wanna weigh 100. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm in the type of marriage where my wife ain't on weight. My wife on weight. How much money in the bank? You know what I'm saying? Like, Didi don't care how much I weigh. She want to know, can the kids get school paid for? She ain't on that. And it's probably bad because when I'm chunky, she don't really be saying nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But to C's point, C like, yo, E, for real, we got to get this, E. You the face of the brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work when you know what I'm saying? Like, not that your speaking don't work, your speaking work. That works, but it don't work when you're not, and I'm like, let's go. So I'm gonna be real, Maul. I don't even have a goal. Like, I've never been a dude that had health goals other than, you know what I'm saying, I don't drink, I don't smoke. It's just certain things, you know, I'm definitely trying to live as long as I can. But a size, right. I've never been on I wanna wear medium or large. But when you were with other people who are becoming, right. You feel me? Like when you running with, you know, thoroughbreds, again, I may never be Maul in terms of, but I told Maul, I may never be you, but I'm not going to be, mentally, I'm not going to be the weakest link. Meaning that I'm just not going to try. I'm not going to do it. I'm like, yo, I'm got Maul. I'm spiritual. I got my marriage together. I got money. I don't even need to go over there. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go, E, you got all of these, but challenge. And so I'm just telling y'all, when you hanging with scrubs, it's easy to be a scrub. I'm telling you.
Oh, go ahead, Carl.
No, I was just gonna say super quick. Look, Mom made me write this to myself. It's sitting on my computer.
We can't see
How
it.
long ago, Carl? How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
There we go. We did this probably the top of the year, Ma. You remember? Ma was like, yo, write a check to yourself. How you gonna believe it that it could happen if you ain't got it and you looking at it? He's like, yo, write the check and put it. Look, Ma, it's sitting right here at my computer. I ain't got to reach for it. It's here. So every day either I decide I'm working on something, bro, I got to see it. Yep. Every single day I got to see it. Environment. Maul is like, no, don't like just be a part of this. Like, no, be a part of it. You're going to do this. So I'm telling y'all, like, you gotta be like, I mean, y'all heard it. Y'all gotta get around people that's pushing y'all, man. You can't be comfortable.
Can we get to our essential worker of the week, man? I know we gotta go. We got time commitments here. We got all kind of stuff. Carl got a Zoom call after this.
Next week, Maul. Make sure I get my stuff in.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to start with it next week, Maul.
My bad.
No. It's too much.
Okay.
Next week.
Okay, yeah. Just hey, text me now though, so you don't forget.
Okay.
All right. But man, we want to get.
It's the last dance. It's the last dance. I won't forget it.
Hey, shout out to the bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Who crashed the dance? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do, man? Matter of fact, E, I might call up Mike. I might have Mike on this next show, man. I might see if he's in Chicago. Because I might have to let him defend himself.
We'll get Michael Jordan on here to explain his case next week. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if MJ's available.
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, we definitely got to get Zeke.
For sure.
They still beefing.
Oh, did you see Mike? You see how pissed he was
after all these years.
Still beefing.
Hey, you wouldn't be friends with somebody beat you up like that either. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Isaiah's still salty about not being on that Olympic team. He wasn't on the dream team, so let's call it what it is. He's still salty about that.
Mike was wrong for that,
Christian Laettner was on that team. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Don't nobody
It's
hear
about
about
the
that
positions,
team.
though.
Christian
It's about the
Laettner.
positions.
Shaq didn't make it. Christian Laettner made it over Shaq.
It don't even make
that
sense,
let you
Maul.
know
You can't
it
argue
was
that
all
no more.
political.
Yeah.
Christian, they said, hold on. We got Christian Laettner and we got Shaq. We're going to go with Christian Laettner. Let me tell you something. He played for the Pistons after the Bad Boys. And let me tell you something. All right, essential worker. You got can you put it up?
Yep, I got you.
I want to shout her out. Oh man, let me see.
See it?
Go ahead, Carl, read it.
All right, so Cicely, I hope I mess it up. Cicely Charles, I am an essential worker. Our store is open to aid teachers and small businesses, assist in art therapy at home, and provide personal protective equipment to those in need. I am young, so I have a safer chance of being at work than my older coworkers that cannot show up. But I do not take this for granted. Our store does not open until 11 a.m., but every day I wake up at 5 a.m., put on my Sunshine and Grind playlist, and get to work.
Come on.
I make sure I get my yoga, weightlifting, and cardio in for the day. I make sure I'm eating a balanced, healthy meals, and I make masks for me and others to do what I can in this pandemic. I am praying for everyone's health and safety. Be well.
Love it. Give her a hand, y'all. Give her a hand. Man, shout out to y'all. As you know, you've been listening to the podcast, man. We're giving away $1,000 a week to an essential worker, just as our way from the podcast and from Make Real Estate Real is saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, Maul's course. We're going to send you Maul's course. So, Cecily, thank you for not only rocking with us, but thank you for being an essential worker.
Thank you, bro.
We still in these tough times together. And we appreciate everybody who shows up. Again, you hear us talking, man. A lot of us don't have to leave the house, but some of us still got to leave and still got to do that essential frontline work. And so just a small token of our appreciation from the S2S podcast, just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. $1,000 from us, as well as the Make Real Estate Real course. So with that being said, I don't have anything else. Does anybody got anything else?
No, sir.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Carl, tell Nikki we got her. We only got 30 seconds left. We will see you next week. Make sure you go watch that episode of The Last Dance. If you didn't see Isaiah stomping all over the Bulls. And we'll
Look at him pout.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.